Monster Hunter 2020. This movie really, it really annoyed me. So much so, it prompted me to make this video. And as you'll see, it's the first one I've done here. Where to even begin? Okay, plot. Milla Jovovich, as you'll remember some from the other fantastic video game series that turned into movies, Resident Evil. Because that's what she does. She knows what she's doing, and the writing's not her fault. So, she's out looking for Bravo team. She's a captain in the army, I believe, or a ranger, and then they get sidelined out of nowhere. This huge fucking cloud, this storm that for some reason they don't see, and teleports them to the Monster Hunter universe. The first thing, and I tallied this up through the movie, anytime the characters get into a vehicle of some kind, you can bet your ass it flips. It flips. 4 out of 4 times in this movie do they get into a car, or when they're in a vehicle, and by the end of it they'll have flipped their way out of it. It happens every time. That was one minor frustration so far. Moving forward, they try and work out where they are, then they come across the Diablos. Now, credit now where credit's due, the monsters in this movie look amazing. The Diablos, it gets the most screen time in this movie. You think you're playing the game when you watch this. The Rathalos is in the movie at the end. Again, it looks amazing. Also, and I didn't even write the name of it down, those herbivore monsters that just roam and never really attack you are in it as well. When they move from the sand biome over to the jungle, looks amazing. But there's these beetle things, and I'm not sure what they are. If they're in the game, I'm sorry. These things take up too much time in my opinion. Beetles come in and just fuck their shit up. That's what they do, they fuck it all up. So she loses the full of her team, and in comes Hunter and does some parkour and uses the bow, and again, when the film is Monster Hunter, it's amazing. It's so good. It looks fantastic. He's got the weapons, the costume, he even moves like the characters when he's fighting. It just, I don't know. It's like 2 movies in one. Ron Perlman, forgot about him. He's a lion in it. Start of the movie. It shows you him, captain of a ship, sailing across the sand, which does look amazing. And that's when Tony Jaa falls off, so he's separated. Now, Ron Perlman then doesn't appear for another hour in the film. We'll get to him. Tony Jaa, he finds Milla Jovovich, he's trying to protect her, they then fight when she gets too close. And the fighting in this movie, they fight like, you know that scene out of Hot Rod? It's on that level. They just fall for so long. She's been walking about like fucking Jane McClane for God knows how long. They find their differences. He doesn't speak English, she doesn't speak Monster Hunter, and so they make connections. 2 of the connections, 2 of the main ones. One is around Velcro, and he's just playing with Velcro. Now he's an amazing hunter, he's fighting well, and they just dumb him right down for this. They just dumb him down. And he's just sitting playing with Velcro. Now he's hunting things. He's amazing. He must have way better materials here. You can't skin a Tiger X for some Velcro, but fucking hell, he is so dumb here. The other time is around chocolate. She offers him some chocolate and he loses his goddamn mind. Is this how normal people act?
It's good, right? Oh, wow. Slow down. Okay, it's good. It's chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate. Chocolate. Do not chocolate.
I don't have any more. No more. Look, nothing.
I mean, that must be who's paying the budget for the effects in this movie. It must be.
Hershey's great. 'Cause Hershey is the great American chocolate bar.
So eventually, they traverse across the they take down the Diablos, move across into the into the jungle biome, and then there's a Lion King stampede. Lion Man comes back. We've got Ron Perlman, and he just waves fire about for a while. He does a couple of hits, but he's waving fire. And then he's exposition for the rest of the movie. He's the only other one that speaks English because he learned it, and that's it. He just explains what's happening. There's a storm tower. They need to take that down because it's out of control, but it's guarded by a Rathalos. So they go over. They kind of fight the Rathalos a little bit. Ron Perlman throws down a couple of hits, and then Milla Jovovich goes through the portal back to Earth. The Rathalos follows her. They fight that on Earth. The Hunter's here. He fights. Ron Perlman just slowly walks towards them in the fight. And then the goddamn end of this movie. The end of this film, one more comes through the portal. I remember in Spider-Man, the amazing Spider-Man 2 with Rhino and in Spider-Man, and they go to fight, and just as they're about to meet, it cuts. New movie. Sequel bait. Yeah, they didn't get a sequel. This film does the same thing. And half of me wants there to just not be a sequel, but the other half of me knows damn well I'm going to watch it. I don't know where it went wrong. So when it's on and it's Monster Hunter, it's amazing. You've got the cats in here, you've got the skinning. Although the Diablos breaks his horn. How? So this doesn't fucking break it.
Oh my god.
But yet this does. Makes no goddamn sense, but it's in there. I honestly think the writers of this, fucking Paul Anderson, who butchered Resident Evil, played a bit of the game, or at least looked at the box art for it, looked it up on YouTube, but just got in a YouTube hole and watched some of the Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker footage where you fight Monster Hunter and that crossover they did, and that's what he thought the game was. And that's why Milla Jovovich is in the army. So, to sum up, this film is frustrating, slow. You're watching Milla walk across the desert for most of it, but when it's on, it looks amazing. You feel like you're in the world. It just had so much potential. I wanted so badly for this film to be good. If you're a huge fan of Monster Hunter or a fan, you're going to love looking at the film at times. But taking it as just a generic movie, it's slow for most of it and just awkward and clunky. And that's where I stand on it. Thank you for watching.